welcome back to Red Curl Vegan, and thanks for joining me in celebrating my first big milestone of reaching 100 subscribers. Whilst this may seem like a small achievement, it's a really big milestone for me, and I wanted to share with you in this video why it means so much, and most importantly say thank you to those of you who have watched all my videos and supported me so far. So just over a week ago, I reached 100 subscribers, and I wasn't sure whether to make this video or not because I guess I didn't really want to embarrass myself if it may seem to most people like a really small milestone, but I really felt like I wanted to share with you a bit of background around why I started the channel and why this means so much to me. But of course, the first thing I wanted to say in today's video is thank you. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. It means the absolute world to me. And whilst I realise that in the grand scheme of things and in the YouTube world, 100 subscribers isn't a lot, all of you mean an awful lot to me. And I guess the reason for this is because when I first started my channel, which was just under 6 months ago, I quite frankly didn't think I'd get any subscribers. I didn't think anybody would watch my videos. I'm not a big social media person, so I currently don't have Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or any of those things. I do have Facebook, and I have a Red Curl Vegan page that runs alongside my YouTube channel, so feel free to go and check that one out. But I've never really been a big social media person, and getting in front of a camera and filming videos that you're then putting out to the public and to the world in general was really a massively daunting thing to me. I'm not someone who spends a lot of time on your typical social media platforms like Instagram and things like that, so it was a big deal for me to even consider it. And the reason behind originally creating my channel was actually to do with cooking. So what I originally wanted to do was make videos about cheap meals and things that I'd learned on my plant-based journey. And because going vegan was such a huge lifestyle change for me, it's something that I thought I'd like to document because I learned from other YouTubers and from other vegan blogs, so I wanted to kind of do the same in return. And actually I kind of didn't really have the right equipment to film whilst I was cooking, which I've mentioned in previous videos is something that I have progressively got a little bit better at now. I've got a new tripod and I've got new ways of filming, so that's definitely something that's coming. I think one of the biggest things to mention obviously is what happened here. So just over 5 weeks ago I broke my thumb, and I have still been filming whilst I've had my hand in a sling and whilst it's, you know, my thumb has been in a cast. But last week I actually finally got my cast removed, and so now I'm wearing this kind of splint support. The recovery time with regards to my thumb was a lot longer than what I was expecting, and I did mention in the past how this was really quite a big blow to me because, like I say, originally I created my channel with the intention of doing cooking videos and sharing plant-based vegan meals and things like that, and actually that didn't really happen initially, and then this happened. So that meant that obviously I'm also left-handed, so it's meant that I haven't been able to do anywhere near the amount of things that I would normally do, and cooking has been one of those things. So I have now got it out of the cast. It is now healing, but it has definitely set me back quite a lot. And once this is rehabilitated, I'm probably looking at a couple months' time before I'm back to normal. So it has been quite a devastating thing to happen, particularly when you're first starting something new like this channel. It's really difficult to keep motivated, and that kind of brings me on to the other part of this video that I wanted to talk about, which was my mental health. So I have mentioned a lot in my videos, and I often take the mickey out of myself with regards to how much I tend to ramble. Sometimes I and ah a lot, and I get my words muddled up, you see. I've literally just done it, and this is due to nerves. And when I first started my channel, I wasn't a big social media person, and the concept of getting behind a camera or in front of a camera and putting it yourself out in public like that was really nerve-wracking. And I suffer from very severe anxiety. I also suffer from depression, and a side of my life that I haven't spoken about yet in my videos is insomnia. So I guess I wanted to touch upon my mental health within this video because I wanted to explain the other sides of filming and starting a channel, I guess. But I have had insomnia for over 5 years, I think it is now. I've kind of lost count, sadly. This really does affect me on camera. It affects me in my day-to-day life, let alone on camera. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. My anxiety causes me to get really nervous, and I talk with my hands a lot, and I do sometimes go off on a bit of a tangent, and I've kind of learned to try and take the mickey out of myself about that in my videos, but it is something that I'm working on. Confidence on camera, I think, unless you're used to that when you first start a channel, I think that's fairly normal. So yeah, I wanted to, I guess, touch upon my mental health a little bit, and I've not really spoken about my depression too much in videos. I've touched upon more my anxiety, and I definitely haven't spoken at all about my insomnia issues yet, but I am looking at treatment with regards to that, and actually doing these videos for you guys has actually really helped my mental health. So I found that my channel has become a really good place to channel my energy, and it's become a really good outlet and a good focus for me whilst I work through the things that I've got going on in my personal life. And I was really inspired by other YouTubers that helped me on my minimalist, zero waste vegan journey, and so I wanted to pass that on to other people. And that was the biggest reason behind starting my channel. In fact, it was the only reason, was to help people and to share things that I've learned, and tips and tricks and frugal hacks and all of that kind of thing. So I didn't think that anybody would watch my videos. My worry was I joined the YouTube train very late in the game, if that makes sense. YouTube has kind of blown up in the past year or so, and I thought that I was too late to the party. I genuinely didn't think I'd ever. I remember when I got 1 subscriber, I was like jumping up and down, and my gosh, when I reached 100 subscribers last week, or just over a week ago now, that just felt so amazing. And the feeling of being able to help other people, and it also helping me at the same time with my mental health behind the scenes, if that makes sense, I think is just such an amazing thing. But yeah, I did think that I was possibly a bit too late to the party. Joining YouTube in 2021 did maybe feel like it was a bit late, but I'm so glad that I have, and I really want to keep going. Let me know in the comments section what things you would like to know about, if there's anything that I can help with, or if you just want to chat in general, you know, that's really helpful for me and hopefully helpful for you as well. And also, any tips or experience that you've had yourself, if you're a YouTuber yourself, or if you're starting yourself, or you're thinking about it, or just you just generally enjoy watching zero waste videos and things like that, or you're interested in a more sustainable life, drop any comments in the comments section down below and let me know. I'd love to chat about any tips you have about things that you've experienced maybe with your own channel and things like that. And not only that, but let me know if there's things that you think I could improve on, or any advice that you have for me. Another thing I wanted to briefly touch upon in this video is about negative comments. So I did have my first experience of a negative comment a couple of weeks ago. It's probably actually more like a month ago now. And I did do my best to respond to it in the most neutral way possible. I've never really understood negative comments. I've never understood trolling. This wasn't a trolling type of comment, but it was a negative one. I've never really understood the point of it. I don't really get what people gain from that. I do realise that I was going to be exposing myself to that, you know, risk of negative comments, because you're putting yourself out there online. Not everybody's going to like you. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I completely get that. But I just always find it a little bit pointless. I feel like you can just scroll past or move on to another video. You know, there's things we all see that we don't necessarily like. But I'm going to just try and learn from that comment, and I did my best to respond to it in a, like I say, a neutral way. I have no interest in getting into debates with people or exchanging negativity with strangers. I find that a bit odd, but I know that there was always going to be that risk. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I completely get that. So yeah, maybe if you yourself have had experience of that, or you have any tips for me, and I'm hoping to be able to learn from comments like that. I'm hoping to be able to turn them around into perhaps something constructive. But as somebody who suffers from anxiety and depression, it did, you know, the comment did affect me, because I think there is a deeper sensitivity to things like that. And it was in particular about me, I think, talking too much, which obviously I'm doing now, I guess. And that's something that I'm particularly insecure about. So that's why I try and be very real in my videos. I don't want to come across as fake or pretending to be a version of myself that I'm not. That's not in my interest at all. And I also, with regards to that as well, I also like to touch upon imperfections as well in my journey. You know, my sustainable eco journey is very still much a work in progress. And I would say even after 2.5 years, coming on to 3 years very soon, it's still in the early stages of the journey, and I want to share those stages with you. I want to show you the mistakes, I guess, that I've made along the way, and the things that I've learned, and the things that I've tried out so that maybe you don't need to, and just tips that I've learned, I guess, along the way that I'm hoping to pass on to you guys and to help others. And I want to keep growing, and I want to keep progressing, and I want to learn from other people. So that's the crux of this video. Is the main thing was to say thank you for supporting me, thank you for watching. You know, please like this video, of course, if you enjoyed it, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm really looking forward to continuing on this journey, and like I say, making more cooking videos. I've started a few. Once I get use back in my hand properly, I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Let me know in the comments section if there's anything specifically that you'd like to see more from me of, or less. And yeah, like I say, a huge thank you to you guys. I know this may seem maybe like an insignificant milestone that's not really worth filming about, but 6 months ago when I put my first video up on my channel, I never expected to really get any views, let alone subscribers, and it really does mean the world to me, and it is helping my mental health, and it's giving me a really great focus and a really good place to, like I say, channel my energy. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you again, and make sure to go and check out my Facebook page, Red Cow Vegan, and any other videos from myself. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.